All right, folks. So, quickly touching on one topic of quantum mechanics in Sanatan Dharm. Someone did some prompt in ChatGPT, which I am using right now. And of course, based on the prompt, he might have simply pasted my statement, which I had given as the basis for quantum mechanics. And ChatGPT suggested that it may not basically the quantum mechanics itself is not originated from Sanatan Dharm. But yeah, the basis was documented there. That's what I was precisely talking about. So the prompt should have been basis of quantum mechanics in Sanatan Dharm. So this is what it has brought. The basis of quantum mechanics in Sanatan Dharm, also called Hinduism, is a topic that bridges modern physics and ancient metaphysics. While quantum mechanics is a science, as a science is modern, of course, several philosophical ideas in Sanatan Dharm resonate conceptually with quantum principles. Here's a breakdown of the parallels. Consciousness as the fundamental reality. You can read Sanatan Dharm. Concept of Brahman, universal consciousness, is the ultimate reality. And the universe is a manifestation of this consciousness. We ourselves have created the entire world. That is the concept of Brahman. Brahman. This is different from the caste Brahman. This is Brahman as a consciousness, collective concept, consciousness. We have created a network of consciousness which has created this world, not the world which has created us. Because world is nothing without consciousness. It could be anything. It could be a collection of random objects or something. If there is no consciousness, if there is no living being, then it is useless. Like most of the planets where there is no living being. Now, whatever is happening on those planets, whether they are being created or destroyed or whatever environment or anything is happening there, it is none of our business. It's basically, it doesn't mean anything to the entire universe as such. Of course, everything is connected, but otherwise, it doesn't mean anything. Now, in quantum mechanics, observation in quantum physics, the double slit experiment, which I referred to him, which he simply put in the prompt. That's why giving the right prompt, doing a Google search is an art. You need to give the right prompt. I just gave a simple prompt, basics of quantum mechanics in Sanatan Dharm. So you need to know how to do your research to arrive at a conclusion. He was mocking me, telling that there is no quantum mechanics in Sanatan Dharm. So I'm just trying to enlighten him. Observations in quantum physics, double slit experiment shows that observer plays a key role in determining outcomes. This aligns with the idea that consciousness affects reality. Okay. So basically, your consciousness, if you are observing, then the light is traveling in a straight line, basically creating rays, two different scattered waves. If you're not observing, it is basically traveling in waves. Basically, it is choosing a random path. It could be either or any number of paths it can choose. So that's double slit experiment. That means that light itself has some level of consciousness. It is intelligently choosing, how the observer is observing it. Maya and quantum uncertainty. This is another concept I had referred to him, that everything is basically, the world is actually a virtual world with unlimited possibilities of multiverses. So, or in infinite possibilities of multiverses, because it's a virtual world. Any number of universes you can build out of virtual world, like you are doing virtual reality gaming or something like that. You know, so you can create any kind of reality. It depends upon the creator. You become a game developer and create any number of realities. So the same way the concept of Maya is there. Maya, the world is an illusion, and what we perceive is not the ultimate truth. What we are seeing, it's only what our senses are telling us. Our senses are telling to our brain. We are like a robot. You know, we have five senses, and we have something called intuition, which is the sixth sense. So whatever we are observing only through these number of senses. And essentially, the external world, what we are observing, is only through sight and sound. We are only seeing things and hearing things. Hearing is only 20 cycles per second to 20 kilohertz, or 20,000 cycles per second. Only that much we can hear. Other things, other vibrations, we cannot hear or perceive. We can similarly some 680 gigahertz or terahertz. I am forgetting. Basically, there is a wavelength of light, visible light, which we can see. It's all vibrations. 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz vibrations. Light waves, a particular bandwidth of a particular band of vibrations. We see them. So we are only seeing and hearing things. We are sensing things in terms of touch, sensation, and those are our senses. Main senses are hearing and seeing, which we are hardly hearing or seeing. Even most of the animals can actually see and hear much better than us. So we are actually inferior to them that way. That's why we should not never hurt any living being. And comparing a living being with plants is an absolute rubbish idea. Anyway, that's another topic. So quantum uncertainty, yeah, Heisenberg principles states that we cannot know both the position and momentum of a particular particles, yeah, um, with certainty, implying that reality is fundamentally indeterminate, echoing the idea of Maya, cyclic universe and superposition. Sanatan Dharm, time is cyclic, creation and destruction happens in cycles. Yogas, kalpas, quantum superposition, a particle exists in multiple states until observed. Similarly, cyclic creation implies that all states of the universe are latent and manifest over time. I'm sorry, I haven't slept tonight. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm still working. So, yeah, I'm a bit tired. Anyway, like always, I don't have time. But I still keep on focusing on gaining more and more knowledge and imparting knowledge now. So, yeah. So, sound and vibrations. Nada Brahma. Nada, I'm not sure whether I'm pronouncing it right or not. I'm not sure. Nada Brahma. The universe is sound. So basically, the universe is defined as sound. Like I said, basically, it's all vibrations. So some vibrations you can hear, some vibrations you can see, some vibrations you can feel. You can neither hear, like less than 20 hertz, you can only feel the rumbling. You cannot see it, you can only feel it. The same way, more than 20 kilohertz and whatever frequencies, you can only perceive it in a way, like if it's a radiation which will affect us, like basically which will hurt us, which will burn us, we will feel it. We will not see it. We will not be able to, like nuclear radiation, you cannot see or hear it. You can only feel it. So, yeah. So the universe is sound, vibration. Or Om is the sound of creation. When a creation is happening, sound comes. So that's why we should always chant Om, Om, Om. That's how anything gets created. And whenever you chant, if you're deeply engrossed, immediately the first time when you chant, I start feeling things. Basically, I don't think it is just my mind doing the trickery, but the sound is magical, especially when you pronounce it as instead of om. Uh, om. Quantum field theory. Everything is vibrating, like basically, um, now quantum field theory, what is it? Everything is vibrating at a quantum level. Particles are excitations in field. So everything is in vibration state. Even a stone is in vibration state. Basically, everything is vibrating, you know. So Everything has consciousness of its own. Even a stone has a consciousness. That's why it is maintaining that equilibrium of being a stone, because it has multiple ions and floating inside. It looks like a solid particle or solid matter, but it is not, because inside it's like a universe, entire universe, like a planetary system. There are ions floating inside each cells of that particular stone. Philosophers and scientists who noted these parallels. Now, quantum mechanics started when philosophers and scientists read the theories in Indian philosophies, in Sanatan Dharm. That is the basis. That's how they started exploring the idea of quantum physics, which is just like some 50 odd years, I think some 50 to 70 years old idea. It's a brand new theory, and it is still a theory. Basically, we haven't really proven anything, but the entire idea came from Sanatan Dharma. Erwin Schrödinger was deeply influenced by Vedanta. Werner Hessingberg noted similarities between quantum mechanics and Eastern mysticism. Um, Fixer Capra, I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce the name, explored these connections in the Tao of Physics. Okay, let me try to get a visual representation. I'll probably create a post out of it. I think it will take some time. Yeah, I'm just using the free version of ChatGPT. So thank you so much for watching, and thank you for spending these 12 minutes with me. And please mind, please don't mind me rambling through things, because I did not prepare anything and I'm very tired. I'm usually very tired. That's why I don't create content like this. But anyway, have a great day. Hope you learned something, and hope you can also comment, if I am missing something. Thank you so much. Please do like and share these thoughts. Bye bye.